Hello guys, good evening and welcome back to Rooftop. I'm Somesh Khadiye, your art teacher, and today in this session we are going to go through our Artventure books. And today the book I have for y'all is Artventures of Cheriyal Elementary book. So let's go through this book, and today we'll be doing something different from usual. Like we usually paint an activity or do an activity from the book, but today we'll be reading something interesting about Cheriyal art from this book, which will be very informative and very useful for all of the people who are really interested in learning Cheriyal art. So let's begin. Welcome to the world of Cheriyal. So here's the introduction to Cheriyal art, and I'll be reading. That is easy, Meenu. You can write about that and also about our artistic ventures together. What do you think? Said Amma. But Amma, I haven't started painting yet. Can you tell me about the art that we practice? I want to share it with everyone, Meenu said excitedly. Sure, Meenu, let's have lunch and I will tell you everything about Cheriyal painting. Let's hear the story together. What is Cheriyal art? Amma, what is Cheriyal art? Asked Meenu. Cheriyal is a form of scroll painting which has been practiced since ages in our land of Telangana. It is known as Nakshi painting. Bright colors derived from natural elements like indigos, seashells, tamarind seeds, and colorful stones are what define Cheriyal art. It became popular during the rule of Nizams, replied Amma. What are the Nakashis? Do you know about the Nizams, Meenu? Asked Amma. No, Amma, replied Meenu curiously. Well, the Nizams were the rulers of Hyderabad. They were very popular and prosperous. Cheriyal was bought by the Mughals and was practiced under the rules of Nizams. Those who practiced Cheriyal were known as Nakashis. Nakashis would often paint a scroll and then for everyone, said Amma. That is amazing, Amma. Will you teach me Cheriyal painting? Asked Meenu. Sure, Meenu, but first you have to finish your homework, replied Amma. Let's explore the world of Cheriyal art with Meenu. So, Meenu is a little girl from Cheriyal, and here you can see her. This is the cartoon version, and a very cute little girl named Meenu from Cheriyal art. And she is the narrator of our Artventures of Cheriyal book. And we'll be exploring this book with Meenu over here. So here's also the color scheme of Cheriyal art given below on the left corner. So the color scheme is like yellow, orange, red, green, dark green, brown, blue and black. Usually these colors are being seen in Cheriyal art form, which make it look more beautiful, pretty and very attractive. So now we'll be doing an activity, like a small activity of making patterns in this book. So let's begin with this. These are the patterns we are going to make today. I never knew like just few dots can make such beautiful patterns. So I'm really very excited to learn these patterns from the Cheriyal Artventure book. And let's begin. I'll take some blue color in my palette, and then I'll be adding some white to it to get this sky blue color for the background of this pattern. And to paint it, I'll be using a round brush which is of number 10, as I want to fill the whole patch with the same color. Now let's paint this patch. I'm using a bigger size of brush to paint this patch. As I'm comfortable using it. You can also use a small brush to paint the background. See that you don't get patches while painting the background. And always remember that you should paint the background from the left to the right and from top to bottom, so that there are less chances of smudging the color off by our own hands. So here's our patch ready painted, and now we'll see the pattern. So the pattern has small yellow color dots in between, and then around them they have put some white color dots to make the flower pattern, which looks really very pretty and elegant as it's very simple to make. Now to make the dots, I'll be using a small round brush, which is almost a 0 number brush I'm using right now. And with that, I'll be making tiny dots on the pattern. So here I'm putting the dots. And now I'll take some white color to make the flowers like this, and it actually looks very pretty, and the vibrant blue color is adding beauty to the pattern. One by one we'll make dots around all the yellow color dots I've made before. To turn them into beautiful flower patterns. And also, which is very easy, just to tap the brush on the surface or the background color we have painted. This is how you can easily learn making patterns through our Artventure books, that is Artventures of Cheriyal elementary book. And here our flowers are ready. Next I'll be adding some more dots in between with yellow to make the pattern look intricate and engaging. And this is done. It looks very pretty, and I'll be using this pattern into my Cheriyal painting next time I paint it. Now we'll move forward with the next pattern on the right side over here, which is again a beautiful pattern to make. For that I'll be making a brown color, and I'll tell you how to make a brown color. I've taken some red color over here in my palette, and I'll be adding a pinch of blue to it. The color has changed. I need some more blue color. And here a perfect shade of brown is ready, which I'll be using to paint the background patch like this. I've covered the whole patch with the brown color for the background, and we'll let this dry for a while, and then we can begin making the pattern. Patterns in Cheriyal can be of any shape and style, continued Amma. Grab your color and let's begin is the activity we are doing right now, which will help you to learn another pattern from Cheriyal art form, which is based in Telangana. So basically, Artventure Books is making it easy and accessible to everyone to learn Cheriyal art form. As we being Indians, we are not much known and aware of the tribal arts and folk arts from India. So Rooftop is trying to make Indian tribal art and folk art accessible to everyone very easily. Collaborating with the master artist, we have designed this beautiful Artventure books for all of y'all. So if you want to buy a book for yourself, you can go through our website, and the link for the website is mentioned below in the video description. Also, if you want to know much more information about Cheriyal art or any other tribal and folk art forms, you can go through our Rooftop app, and again the link for the app is mentioned below in the video description. The color is really taking time to dry, so I'll be waiting until then, and then we can continue making the patterns over it. Instead, I'll use a fan. So it has dried well, and now I'll make the patterns over it. So I've taken a small brush again, which is of 0 number, make a dot over here, and then on the right side pull this down and another dot again, which is very easy to make. And this pattern looks very pretty on this dark color, using yellow color for the pattern, which is looking very vibrant on the background color I've painted. And also this pattern has a sequence to be followed. Even this pattern is very interesting, and I'll be using it for sure in my next Cheriyal painting. And this is it. The patterns are ready, and which are looking very pretty and were very easy and simple to be made. So if you want to practice and learn such patterns, you can do it yourself going through our workshops and live sessions. You all can also use these patterns in your paintings. So I'll show it to you from the front view as well. So here our patterns are ready, which are looking very vibrant, beautiful, and easy to make. So this was really fun making the patterns in our Artventure books, and I hope you liked this session. Also hope to see you in the next one, that is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Until then, stay tuned with Rooftop and have a good day.